about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's time for November's Romancelandia update, which I feel like isn't a big one, but that's okay because I actually have a special ask for y'all because next month we will be celebrating 1 year of Romancelandia news. And I'm just really excited about it. This kicked off last December when the RWA blew up in a firestorm of a lot. And I just kind of started compiling some of the extra news bits I was seeing throughout Twitter and other platforms to bring to YouTube because no one else was doing this anymore. And I just thought, you know, we could all use a little more information when stuff's going down. So here I am. But on that note, let me ask you a very special request. I want to do a beginners new to Romancelandia monthly video next month instead of an update because I don't think there's going to be a lot of news. If there is, I will do an update as well. But I want you to let me know any questions you have as you watch these in general, like things you think I should cover as basics. Obviously, I'm going to go over like who is the RWA and a little like brief snippet of history of what happened last year. That's going to be hard to condense, but we're going to try. And just some general terms that I use in these. So if you have any specific items you're wondering about, drop them in the comment box for me and let me know, because I don't expect anyone to go back and watch 12 videos to get full context to everything. So let me know any questions you have. I will cover what the Ritas were, the Vivians, and some of that stuff in there, who the RWA is, and those little bits and pieces. All right, so I don't really have any events this month. I don't really have anything from the RWA this month. It's mostly bookish stuff and some beautiful covers I have to share with you today. Again, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a quickie this month, which is fine by me. But on that note, let's talk about some cool things happening in Romancelandia overall this month and just, you know, breeze through it. Let's enjoy the hard work a certain segment of Romancelandia is up to. So first up, we have the Swoon Awards. They are taking nominations for the first round through December 31st. I will link it down below. It is on Twitter. It is hosted by a bunch of amazing Twitter/bookish blogger people who love romance. It's kind of their juxtaposition to the Goodreads Choice Awards. They're also, The Princess is also hosting the Shaded Awards, which I'll also link down below for you. I'm not sure when voting ended for that or when the next round is, but I'll let you know because y'all definitely should check it out. Let's see. Next, we have the hard work Romancelandia has been up to as far as elections go. Obviously, if you live in the United States, we just had an election earlier in November, and there's been a lot of work happening in Romancelandia as a lead up to the election, just to get people out to vote, to mobilize voters, because it's a big issue here that people don't vote even though they can. And as you may know, Fated Mates has been doing what's called Fated States since then, and they are doing phone banking and postcard writing and things like that up to the election. And then now for the Georgia Senate runoff election, they're also doing these things to help encourage people to go vote, which is just really exciting. And I'm really thrilled that there's a segment of Romancelandia really like putting a lot of work into this, and I'm just really proud of everybody. I am personally going to be writing postcards for Georgia voters. Since I used to live in Georgia especially, it is kind of a close to my heart thing. I'm gonna link to an article from Jezebel that kind of talks about what Romancelandia has been doing, specifically around the fact that Romancelandia has been working with Stacey Abrahams, who is also a romance novelist known as Selena Montgomery, and she is in the Democratic Party for Georgia. She ran against the governor of Georgia this last election, Kemp. And anyways, what happened is a bunch of awesome people got together and put together an auction called Romancing the Runoff. And it's over now. They auctioned off a ton of items for a lot of money. Like right now, they're over $425,000 for voter rights and registration issues that happen in Georgia, which is a big issue. There's a lot of gerrymandering and other situations like voter suppression in Georgia. I think Georgia was one of the states I've lived in that had weird voting just overall when I lived there. So yeah, that is something they're working on, and this article from Jezebel does an amazing job covering everything going on, and it's just really, really amazing what's happening. And I love seeing this mobilization of Romancelandia to like do the work and continue to do the work to help people and to just make it a better place for everybody. Then I also wanted to cover that Frolic did a little spotlight on a gay romance starter guide, and I think two of the picks in there I know of. I didn't know of one of the authors, but are two authors I really, really liked, so I wanted to go ahead and link that to y'all too. If you're looking for an entry point into reading some more queer authors writing gay romance, it's not always easy to find, and yeah, there's one in there that I quite liked, so I figured it was worth a mention. And they're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Big Gay Fiction podcast, so I just think that's a great thing. I'm gonna have to check the podcast out. It's a new one to me, and yeah, I'm excited to see how it is. And then last but not least, I think one of the most beautiful things I saw this month are these covers from Nana Malone. I'm just gonna put them all up here for you. Like, I'll send a rotation of them through. She said, I can't find what I want. I'm gonna put myself on the cover with this stunning model. And I just, y'all, I just can't. Like, they're so beautiful. It blows my mind. I don't know how many authors could put themselves on the cover like this. Like, would be brave enough to, because I sure as hell would never be. And I love that that she did this, and I love these covers so much. They're freaking beautiful. Yeah, so I just wanted to spotlight these gorgeous covers. You probably saw them on Instagram or Twitter. They definitely made the rounds, but I think they deserve all the love in the world, because seriously, they're stunning. And I think that's it. Y'all, I told you it was gonna be a quick month. I'm sorry. I wish there was more. I dug through my list. I dug through my resources. I really think the biggest thing this month was like the election was happening, and we were all very stressed. And we're still stressed, and we're just getting through it. So that's it for this month's Romancelandia Monthly. Thank goodness for a quiet month. I definitely needed it, and I know a lot of us did too. I hope you had a safe holiday, and I hope you continue to have a safe holiday. Distance, washing your hands, masked, all that good stuff. I will see you in a few days in my next video. There are links to everything I talked about in the description box. There will also be links to my social media. You can find me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also find a link to the Romance YouTubers Discord, where you can come hang out with a bunch of romance YouTubers and viewers to chat about romance books.
Really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.